I remember being in the lounge of my parish youth worker's home on the afternoon of the ordination of the first women to the priesthood in 1994. I was 16 and I'd become a Christian about a year earlier. I've thought back to that moment many times over the years. And those same youth leaders who marked that historic moment with our group that afternoon were also the ones who encouraged me to take a gap year and to explore my own vocation. And after my gap year as a youth and schools worker, I went to uni and I studied theology. And I began to recognise that my gap year had changed me and that working with young people alongside the church was where God had called me to be. I've always had a sense of the enormity of the journey and the struggle taken by my foremothers who campaigned for women's ordination over the decades. But the question of being called to ordination myself never seemed as clear as my call to work with and for young people. No one had ever told me that I could be ordained and remain as a deacon. I'd not met a distinctive deacon. I, like many, assumed that deacons just went on to be priests. But when someone commented that all my work and my ministry over the years, with its focus on young people and those not yet in the church, looked very deacon-shaped, and suggested that I might want to explore what that could look like, it opened up a whole new path for me. And so here I am, ordained as a distinctive deacon, free to minister with the fullness of who I am and have always been, where my dual vocations merge, and looking back with huge thankfulness for the example and the opportunities given to us over the last 30 years. Thanks be to God.